Success, as we think of that word, is not the general rule in nature. It is from nature's standpoint, but if you're born a young stickleback or sea turtle or bluegill or warthog or wildebeest or whatever, your chances of living to a ripe old age after a rich and enjoyable life are not all that good. They are, in fact, very slim. If you can make it to your maturity, you're doing very well. And only the exceptional, near-perfect specimens who are lucky make it to their later years. As far as nature is concerned, that's the way it's supposed to be. Small fish are produced as food for larger fish. When they've served their purpose, as far as nature is concerned, they've been successful. As that slightly larger fish is unemotionally consumed by one still a bit larger. And when the young wildebeest falls under the fangs and claws of the hunting lioness, well, that's success. Each is doing what it's supposed to do. Only man has managed to rise above that so-called law of the jungle, if you don't count the depredations of his own species, which has perfected methods of mass slaughter undreamed of in the pure and simple minds of his less sapient cousins. We've learned to defend ourselves not only against the dangers of the marauding carnivores, but the invisible microbe as well. Nearly all living things on the planet live or die at our whim or direction. We've wrested success from nature and given it our own definitions and have lengthened our lives from an average span of 20-odd years to more than 70, and we're not through yet. And success to us is not simple survival to a respectable age and the production of progeny and even the witnessing and enjoyment of their progeny and even their progeny's progeny. For us, success means winning certain honors as we go and making public display of those honors on our wigwams and in our ceremonies and possessions. We're not content to be masters of the planet, but also vie with each other for a share of benefits disproportionate to our needs. If 7 rooms will do, then let there be 14. If 7 garments will suffice for our needs, then let there be 14 times 7. If we can live in dignity and peace on a certain income, then let that income be doubled and tripled and quadrupled and multiplied without end, so that our security will know no limits and we're insulated against the dangers and mysteries of existence. At least that's the way it was up until quite recently, and I suppose it's still that way for a sizable proportion. But there's a new avant-garde, a growing and bright segment of the population, which is returning to the basics and the old verities. There are people who've reached that maturity of education and philosophy which enables them to see with a clear and kindly eye what's important really and what isn't. They're returning to a simpler, more meaningful, less encumbered, more thoughtful kind of lifestyle. Success for these people more closely matches success of a more natural kind, growing older and wiser and gentler, enjoying the benefits of modern civilization with an eclectic discrimination that prevents their being infected with its cheaper and demeaning parts. They've come to realize a meaningful definition of the word success. The people of this new avant-garde, this leading edge of human civilization, are producers in every meaning of the word. They're creative, hopeful, and productive. But they know what's important and what isn't.